And with more brutal heat today, as we switch gears here, the pressure is on for power companies in our area.
So joining us this morning is Larry Torres. He's a Senior Director of Emergency Preparedness and Logistics for PSEG Long Island to talk about how the utility is really responding to the extreme heat, what you can do to stay safe and cool. So good morning to you. Can you hear us?
Good morning. Thank you for having me. Yes,
Great to have you. Okay, so let's talk about the big picture, right? Because the temperatures are just so oppressive, and I know it puts a strain on the grid. So how is PSEG Long Island holding up during the heat wave? What's the current demand like on that grid?
Sure. Well, let me start by saying that we don't want any of our customers to be without power, especially during extreme heat. We've had a full complement of crews working 16-hour shifts around the clock since Sunday to restore outages safely and quickly as possible. What we're seeing so far today and since Sunday are sporadic outages that appear to be consistent with other heat events we've seen over the past few years.
Okay, so how many outages are you experiencing?
Since Sunday, we experienced just over 28,000 customer outages. But currently, we're just under 600 outages, so we're pretty much staying on top of the outages as they come in. And again, that 28,000 is over 4 days. And again, we represent over 1.1 million customers. So it's a small percentage of our customer base.
Yeah, I mean, I have PSEG, I live in New Jersey, right? And if there is an outage, I get the alert right away with kind of how long it's going to take to get it back on. Do you do the same thing on Long Island? So if someone's experiencing a power outage, what exactly do they have to do? Do you know about it kind of instantaneously, or do they need to call and report it?
We encourage all our customers to report their outages. Our average metric for how quickly we respond has been somewhere around 74 minutes to date. So we're doing a pretty good job of quickly restoring customer outages as they come in.
Can you kind of explain, though, what kind of stress this heat wave that we're experiencing, what kind of stress it puts on the power grid, and how do you actually prepare for that?
No, good point. When we see 3+ consecutive days of extreme heat, it does put a great deal of physical strain on our lines, our transformers, and other common pieces of equipment that make up our energy grid and have been handling the peak levels of demand. But we've been preparing year-round for extreme heat for this summer. We prepare for events like this. That means maintaining the electric grid, upgrading the grid with better equipment, training our workforce with exercises, and making careful plans to have enough electrical capacity available for events like this.
You know, let me ask you about prevention, right? And for families who are trying to keep cool, but at the same time, they want to keep their energy bills down. I mean, some of these bills get really astronomical in the summer months because you're running your AC around the clock, right? So how do you keep the bill down?
Yeah, it's good. Another good question. Well, we encourage customers to only use equipment that's necessary, electrical equipment. But we know that you need to use air conditioning. We want customers to seek out air-conditioned spaces if possible, if their homes become too warm for their safety. We encourage customers to stay hydrated by drinking plenty of water. We tell our workforce the same thing, who's working in this oppressive heat, to hydrate often and watch out for each other for signs of heat stress.
I mean, it's interesting, too, that if you even just close the blinds in your house or curtains, it makes a huge difference. We also have a quick question for you about on Tuesday, you actually activated your Smart Savers program. What is that exactly?
Yeah, so we encourage our customers to cut back on non-essential electricity use to help ease the stress on electrical equipment in their neighborhoods, right? Not only will it help them save a little bit of power, but our equipment sees a lot of physical strain during heat stress. So we're asking our customers, or urging our customers, to cut back on non-essential electricity to help ease the electric stress and avoid equipment damage. It'll help everyone in the long term.
Okay, Larry, I see the key temperature is 78 degrees for that thermostat. Who is setting their thermostat to 78 degrees? Let's be real.
No, I get it. We're just asking them to do it during the peak period, right?
I gotcha. I got you. Just joking around with you, Larry. Thank you so much for what you're doing, and hats off to your workers who are working out there in the extreme heat to get people back up and running. I know it's not an easy task, so thank you to them. Okay.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.